Right now, a noise complaint call turns into a standoff with two suspects being arrested after many tense hours. Also, the 100 Black Men of Madison help kids get ready for the school year by giving them the supplies that they need the most. And Joe Thomas receives the ultimate football honor this afternoon as he is inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Jalen Banks. A noise complaint on Madison's north side leads to an arrest of two people after a man pointed a gun at police officers. Police said the complaint was called in around 4:45 this morning. On the 2300 block of Monterey Drive, a man allegedly pointed a gun at officers who were investigating the complaint. The man allegedly retreated into an apartment. Nearby streets were blocked off due to the incident. After a few hours, officers were able to defuse the situation and two people were arrested on felony parole violations. At present, it is unclear which one of the persons arrested pointed the gun at the officers. Authorities recovered the body of a second boater at a lake in northern Wisconsin today. According to the Sheriff's Department, the body of Doug Robinson of Cheddick was found in Pokegama Lake. A day after, another man was found from the same pontoon boat. The search for Robinson started yesterday after the body of Scott Drummond of Chippewa Falls was brought to shore. The cause of their deaths weren't immediately known, though no foul play is suspected. And let's get a look at your first one forecast with meteorologist Jacob Montesano. Jacob?
Thanks, Jalen. Right now, it is just about perfect outside. Now, looking up at the clouds, there are a few thick clouds up above, and it does feel a little bit humid, but we're not expected to see widespread rainfall, but a passing shower or light storm is definitely possible, but those temperatures are hard to beat, especially for Madison and places to the east. It is a bit warm closer to the Iowa and Minnesota border, but for the most part, we're seeing very comfortable temperatures at this hour. But there is a little bit of a breeze. 14 miles per hour is the wind speed in Madison. A lot of the areas somewhere between 5 and 15 miles per hour. Not a huge factor, but you can kind of feel just a little bit as you step outside. Now look at the current radar. There isn't anything on radar, but we did have a few pop-up showers, very small, I want to point out, earlier in the day. Don't be surprised if we see one for the rest of the evening, but for the most part, we're not expected to see a lot of rainfall. Now, zooming out, there is quite a bit of severe activity today. There are 2 tornado watches, 4 severe thunderstorm watches right now, and although we were expecting severe weather tomorrow, it doesn't look like we're going to see that anymore, and we have pulled the alert day for tomorrow as most of the severe weather will stay to the south. Now, for the evening, it's going to be very comfortable. Temperatures will be in the lower 80s, upper 70s, and then by the time we get to the overnight hours, we'll see temperatures dropping into the 60s, possibly lower 60s to upper 50s for some locations. We could see a shower or storm later in the night and into tomorrow morning, and we also still have a chance for some storms tomorrow, although they're not expected to be severe. I'll talk more in detail about the timing of the rainfall coming up a bit later in the show.
Jacob, thank you. This morning, 100 Black Men of Madison helped supply hundreds of Madison school children with school supplies as they gear up for the next school year. Will Keneally was there and has more on the program's goals.
That's right. So there were many more smiles than you would have expected on these kids' faces for a back-to-school story, but for an event that has grown immensely in the almost 3 decades that it's been going on.
Started with a handful of guys in a garage, packing 30 backpacks, took all night.
But now it's grown to quite the ordeal, with students coming in from around the school district to Madison College to get free school supplies and backpacks for the new year.
So now we're giving away anywhere between 1,000 and 1,500 backpacks in a single season. It's very gratifying, it's very fulfilling to make certain that these kids are all getting what they need to have a good foot forward when the school year starts.
100 Black Men of Madison works with the Madison School District to tailor the backpacks to exactly what students will need. For example, there's an elementary school version and a middle school version for the students. There's also no criteria to pick up a backpack. Anyone who needs them can stop by.
We have a lot of kids, so it's hard for us to get all the school supplies for our kids.
The group also provides help for parents, too.
So we try to make it a one-stop shop, something for everybody. We have health and wellness, so you can come and get a blood pressure check. You can get an eye exam. You can talk to some of the financial professionals that are here about how to best save for retirement.
And with just a few weeks left in the summer, parents are already starting to look ahead to the coming year.
Really so excited about it because they're getting big and it's like the time flies so fast that we never they go back to school already.
Now, the event ran this morning between 8 and 11, but 100 Black Men of Madison says that if you missed it, you can still go to their website and they can connect you with available resources.
There's lots of different holidays celebrated for everything that you can think of, but how about one for a condiment? Since 1991, the National Mustard Museum in Middleton has been celebrating the first Saturday of August as National Mustard Day. They went all out for the condiment-themed celebrations this year, having hot dogs and brats, mustard, ice cream, mustard tastings, live music, mustard games, and more. Be wary, though. Mentioning other condiments might get you in some hot dog water.
People sometimes want to put ketchup on their hot dogs. I know about freedom of choice, but that's desecration of a hot dog. And according to the National Condiment Research Council annual report, ketchup is now the leading cause of childhood stupidity in America.
In our research, we couldn't back those claims up, but a 50-50 raffle wrapped up the day with half the proceeds from tickets going to the nonprofit wing of the National Mustard Museum. One of the best Badgers of all time was enshrined in football immortality today when Joe Thomas was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Our Andrew Bancher is here with more.
Jalen, really, what more can you say about Joe Thomas? He grew up in Wisconsin. He was an All-American for the Badgers and was taken 3rd overall in the NFL draft by the Cleveland Browns in 2007. But while the Browns didn't have much success on the field with Thomas, he was the ultimate winner every single day. Because of that, he blocked for more starting quarterbacks than anybody in NFL history, yet was the first offensive lineman in NFL history to be an All-Pro in each of his first 10 seasons. Now the 369th inductee into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Joe Thomas.
It's really impossible to describe the feeling standing up here in front of all of your childhood idols, many of whom hung from the walls on posters when you were a kid in your bedroom. It's just an incredible feeling, and I'm not sure if it will ever feel like we actually belong in this incredibly elite club of the greatest of all-time football players.
Coming up in sports, we'll have much more on the Wisconsin legend.
Andrew, thank you. Nothing better than running for a cause on a Saturday morning. The Transformation Center hosted their 2nd annual Cardio for a Cause event today and gave people just that. Participants rode, skied, and biked with the goal of reaching 100,000 meters and raising money for gastroparesis. It is a medical disorder that causes the digestive system not to work properly. Cardio for a Cause honors Erica Berger, who lost her life to the condition back in 2010. Berger's older brother Brent held the event for the first time last year.
This year, we took the opportunity to go even bigger, and bigger in the sense that we now have a global outreach for it. We teamed up with a company called ErgZone, which allows anyone anywhere in the world to be able to jump on a Concept 2 machine, do some meters, and participate in the event. So instead of raising awareness locally, we now can raise awareness globally.
August is Gastroparesis Awareness Month. The Transformation Center will be raising money for gastroparesis clinical research all month long. Coming up next at 6, we take a look at a festival that features a less thought of barn animal right after the break.
The sun is setting on Toyota's national sales event. Wait, they have until September 5th.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models. Toyota, let's go places.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you. Thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
You got me.
Okay, you're it.
Imagine a world with no drama. For the guarantee of high-quality promotional items delivered on time, go to 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain. Miss the news and need to know what's going on where you live?
News 3 Now is always on. Download the Channel 3000 app and get video on demand whenever and wherever you need it.
The Channel 3000 app. Get it now.
Powered by News 3 Now.
The sun is setting on Toyota's national sales event. Wait, they have until September 5th.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models. Toyota, let's go places.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
A fun and unique festival hit Jefferson County today with the tagline, "Whatever floats your goat." The Goat Fest is a celebration of Jefferson residents of Goat Island that just so happen to have hooves. Activities include a goat petting area, a goat race, a kid zone, music, food, a beer tent, vendors, and a car show. All proceeds from the event go to maintaining the island and caring for the goats. Organizers are happy to see the community come out and support their four-legged friends.
To see everyone come out and enjoy some wonderful music, get to see the goats, enjoy all the makers markets, talk to the vendors. It's really great to have something available for everyone here.
6 goats are sponsored each year by different businesses in the community. All of those spots for next year are up for grabs. There are also 3 baby goats on the island in need of names. Madison Comedy Week returns tomorrow to several clubs and venues throughout Madison. It's taking place through August 13th. The 8-day festival features stand-up, improv, music, and themed variety shows. The celebration of Madison's comedy scene has been around since 2018. Organizers say there's enough variety in every act and there's something for everyone wherever they look. Our Kyle Pozorski sat down with a few of those organizers this morning to learn more about the event.
It's for everyone who enjoys laughing and having a good time.
Yeah, all of it.
And it kind of just started because the local scene was bubbling up enough to the point where we could actually, have some legitimate infrastructure around comedy.
There are more than 25 different shows happening the entire week. The 3 main venues are Comedy on State, the Burr Oak, and McPike Park. It all kicks off tomorrow at the Burr Oak at 7 p.m. Coming up next, we take a look at a Milwaukee woman whose roof went missing. And Jacob is back with a complete look at the forecast next.
Summer fun means one thing. It's time to visibly say goodbye to crow's feet, fine lines, wrinkles, and under-eye bags, and say hello to smooth, beautiful, younger-looking skin in 10 minutes with Plexiderm.
Oh my God, I can't believe I have no lines in my face. I'm like 20 years younger.
Plexiderm smooths away wrinkles without foundation, without color makeup, and without expensive procedures. And it works in 10 minutes. Plus, the results last up to 10 hours. And best of all, you could try it for only $14.95 this summer.
This isn't the first time I've been on TV raving about this product. It's amazing. My friends, my family, they can't believe it. There's been creams, there's been lotions. Nothing works like this.
We were away on vacation. If you go down to the islands, they always want to take you in a booth and put some stuff on you. And my husband said, "Boy, that stuff really works." And I said, "I washed this off hours ago. This is Plexiderm. This is what works."
When I tried Plexiderm the first time, my daughter said, "Oh, Dad, did you get a haircut?" And I said, "No, I tried this Plexiderm product out." "Oh, you look so much younger." I said, "Oh, thank you."
The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms, rapidly reducing under-eye bags and wrinkles from view in minutes. The science is incredible, but the results are even better.
Yeah, this looks really good. All these lines are gone. Amazing. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I look amazing. It's like so full of myself.
I've had under-eye bags for a very long time, and it sucks. Finally, I tried something called Plexiderm. I put it on my face, and I'm not joking. It works.
So take action this summer and pack up your under-eye bags and wrinkles and put them on vacation with Plexiderm. Try our summertime special and get it for only $14.95. Plus, get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Okay, you're it.
Imagine a world with no drama. With 4imprint, you don't have to chase down the perfect promotional products. Exclusive apparel, bags, drinkware, and more. 4imprint will help you capture the moment and guarantee to deliver your order on time and on budget. Take the drama out of ordering promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Looking around the state today, a Milwaukee woman was stunned to come home and find half of her roof was missing. Not because of a storm, but because someone removed it. Shingles, tar paper, and vents were torn off intentionally and left in her yard. Nick Boris shows us what happened.
Rindy Hart's Southside house was unceremoniously stripped of half its shingles, the roof vents torn out too. She came home last Thursday to find it like this.
It was after dark and I noticed all this debris in my yard, and then came out with flashlights and saw that it was my roof that was taken off and put into my yard. And I hadn't hired anyone so it was quite a shock.
Yes, a complete surprise, and whoever did it was nowhere to be seen.
I called the police right away, just because I knew it wasn't anything that I planned on having worked on.
Police got ring video showing a black truck and two men coming and going during the morning, but then they left in the afternoon.
My best guess is that there was a company or people that were assigned to a different house and that came to mine by mistake and just left when they realized.
They left in such a hurry. They left tools behind, including roof brackets, a hammer, even a pry bar. Even with insurance, the bizarre incident leaves Hart with more than $1,000 in bills and disappointed whoever did it didn't just admit their mistake.
You would think you would fix that issue, whether that be, at least saying like, hey, I'm sorry, this is what I did. Let's get this fixed for you, or find someone that can fix it for me, but definitely not just leaving.
Hart's insurance company had someone install a tarp over the roof to temporarily protect it from the elements. She's been in touch with the roofing company for the repairs, and they recommend she replace the entire roof to keep the age consistent, but she's not sure if she has the budget for it. And back in our area, the second day of the Sugar Maple Music Festival is going on right now at the William G. Lunny Lake Farm County Park. The two-day family-friendly festival focuses on exploring American roots music through main stage performances, workshops, and jam sessions. It features bluegrass, Cajun, old-time, Americana music, and more.
We do it because we think that music is a way to build community, and it's amazing for us. We think people can come together around music in a way that maybe they don't come together around other things.
The last act takes the main stage at 8:55 this evening. There are also fun activities for the entire family, including a kids entertainer, the Wild Rumpus Circus, a climbing wall, and a variety of arts and crafts. Now let's get a look at your First Warn forecast with meteorologist Jacob Montesano.
Thanks, Jalen. If we look at the three things you need to know, we are going to see some possible storms beginning late tonight and possibly continuing until early Monday, although for the most part, we are going to be dry at a lot of the time. I'll show you the forecast in a moment, but after the rainfall, we also are going to see some mild temperatures, and it's going to be pretty comfortable for the most part. And then we have another chance of rainfall for Wednesday and Thursday. Now here's a look at the current radar across the Midwest and Central Plains. A lot of rain across the Dakotas, also some storms across portions of the Central Plains, and also rain just to the south of us. Now all of this rain, for the most part, looks like it could miss our area. Now here's a look at the severe weather outlook for tomorrow. Yesterday, the outlook showed the marginal risk all the way up here in Madison and the slight risk all the way up north, including portions of the southeastern portion of Wisconsin. Now it has really pushed to the south of us, and along with the rainfall, it will likely stay to the south of us as well. Now, we still are expected to see some showers and possibly some storms, but the heaviest going to stay in Iowa as well as central and northern Illinois. Looking at Futurecast, the places in far southern Wisconsin near the Illinois border, those areas will be the most likely to see the rainfall for our area at least, but the heaviest is going to stay to the south of that as well. Now, we could still see some showers and possibly a storm or two early Monday, but it also looks like we're not expected to see much rain then either. So for the most part, kind of almost a 180 in the forecast over the last 24 to 48 hours. Now, we're still expected to see the rainfall, especially for places in far southern Wisconsin, but it's not expected to be severe like we had initially anticipated. Now, as far as temperatures, lows tonight will drop into the lower 60s, possibly upper 50s. Not much in terms of temperatures tonight, but the rain could move in later tonight and into tomorrow morning with the chance of storms during the afternoon tomorrow. High temperatures will be right around 80 degrees, so it is going to be pretty comfortable. And for the most part, we are going to remain comfortable as we look at the next 10 days. Temperatures will be very consistent with highs in right around 80 degrees, may even drop to the mid 70s for Monday, but overall it's going to be very comfortable with temperatures not really moving much over the next 7 days. Our next chance of rain will be Wednesday and Thursday, and then after that we have another chance of rain possible Sunday and Monday for the following week. But overall, we're not expected to see incredible rain totals. I mean, the rain that we expected for tomorrow does look to stay to the south of us, so not going to see any more severe weather that we had initially thought. Maybe a slight chance for the far southern portion of the state, but most of the severe weather will stay to the south of us. So that's some pretty good news for anyone who has outdoor plans. So it's gonna be pretty nice for the most part.
Yeah, hopefully it's not too severe as we saw a little bit over a week ago, but ideally we can continue to get that rainfall for our area, seeing as we've been in a drought for so long.
Yeah, some areas could possibly see some heavy rain at times, but I have my doubts about it. It doesn't really look like we're going to see a whole lot of rainfall for Sunday and Monday, but it's still possible, you know, especially when you step outside, you know, it still kind of feels a little bit humid, so a pop-up shower storm is definitely possible.
All right, sounds good, Jacob. Thank you. Still ahead, Joe Thomas talks about the impact Wisconsin had on his Hall of Fame career. That's next in sports with Andrew.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
When an appliance you rely on goes kaput, you can count on family-owned Brothers Maine, Southern Wisconsin's local appliance authority since 1938. With thousands of in-stock options, we have the brands you want at the lowest prices guaranteed. Even big box can't beat our prices. Our experienced team of appliance experts will help you make the right selection, and we deliver it fast and free to your home. What you need when you need it. Shop appliances you can bring home today at our Madison and Janesville showrooms. Feel like family. Brothers Maine.
We're the Packers Scratch Game crew, bringing back Packers Scratch Games for you. The pack is back. New Scratch Games are here. With 4 season tickets you could win for a year. There's instant cash prizes and other bonus drawing surprises. Packers Scratch Games are back with instant cash prizes up to $30,000 and a bonus drawing for 4 season tickets for 1 year. Prices range from $1 to $10. Available now at all Wisconsin lottery retailers. We're not kidding. Somebody will be winning 4 season tickets for a year.
I'm Scott the Window Guy with AHT Wisconsin Windows. Our solid core. Sorry everyone, I get a notification every time I get a positive review online.
Makeup.
Thanks Dawn, we think our windows are pretty great too.
Take 2.
I'm Scott the Window Guy with AHT Wisconsin Windows. Our solid core, composite frame, triple pane windows are worth a positive review at scottthewindowguy.com.
Cut! Somebody give me his phone.
Karen? Seriously?
Here's your parachute.
Certain it's okay? Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters, so congratulate coworkers or say thank you with promotional products from 4imprint.com.
For imprint, for certain.
In 1930, we began helping people in Milwaukee who were hurt and killed by the carelessness of others. For more than 90 years, the awards for our clients totals well into the billions of dollars, probably more than all the other personal injury firms in the state combined. When entering a negotiation, it helps to have that reputation on your side. We have the talent and resources to take on the big corporations. For regular people all over Wisconsin. Habish, & Rotier, national reputation, hometown service.
Monday, we're kicking off our back-to-school supply drive.
Josh and I will be live at Metcalf's behind the Westtown Mall. Stop by with a donation to help us stuff the bus.
And after the rain, we are expecting cooler weather for the upcoming week. Join us Monday between 4:30 and 7.
Joe Thomas, maybe more than anyone, defines what it means to be a Badger. He never won a Super Bowl or even played in a playoff game, yet after the Browns drafted the All-American 3rd overall in 2007, he played more than 10,000 consecutive snaps. The Brookfield native was the ultimate competitor, playing with meticulous detail and unmatched passion. All that earned him a spot in football immortality, enshrined in the Pro Football Hall of Fame today. And of course, he had to shout out Wisconsin.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Joe Thomas for enshrinement in the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
To my Badger coaches, Barry Alvarez, Brett Bielema, Paul Christ, you guys helped turn an 18-year-old boy who was 250 pounds into a man. You showed me how to be a teammate that people could count on. You always said, count on me, and that was my motto. Still is my motto to this day. You guys taught me the technique and that sense of urgency that as an offensive lineman, we can't win the game on any one play, but we sure as hell can lose a game on one play.
After resetting the record books at Wisconsin, Jonathan Taylor immediately became one of the NFL's best running backs. Yet he's only made about $7 million in his 3 years. When ownership declined to give him a larger contract, JT requested a trade last week, which the Colts denied, leaving the star in purgatory as he sits out. And it's not just a Jonathan Taylor problem. It's happening to running backs across the league. So for the junior Wisconsin running back Braylon Allen, who's primed to enter the NFL after this season, I asked him, how do you view this treatment of a Badger brother?
It's tough, you know, to see, you know, everybody that's been here with him and has talked to him knows what kind of person he is. And, you know, I can't even imagine, obviously I didn't get to play with him, but I can't even imagine the value that he brings to just the locker room. So for him not to be, you know, treated as fairly as he should be is kind of alarming, I guess. But, you know, he's going to, I don't know what he's going to do, but, you know, at the end of the day, he'll do what's right.
And finally, nearly a year after the passing of one of Wisconsin's greatest running backs of all time, Brent Moss, his cousin Remington Moss is committed to Wisconsin. Remington, a defensive back, said, "I wasn't alive to see him play, but I see his name on the walls, and I want my name to be right next to his."
Not to be insensitive to Jonathan Taylor's situation, but I wouldn't mind $7 million.
It's fair. Now, to give a little bit more context to that, you know, 5-10 years ago, the best running backs in the NFL were making $18 to $20 million a year. And the top running backs right now, I think Aaron Jones is right up there around $12 million. Yeah. So the market has kind of plummeted, and it's less so about him not making enough money, but you know, for instance, Jim Irsay, the Colts owner, just spent $20 million to help a horse somewhere.
I did see that. Jacob, what do we have in weather as we wrap things up?
Yeah, the rainfall, it's still possible tomorrow, but it's not going to be as heavy as we initially had anticipated. It could continue into early Monday, but for the most part, by the time we get to Monday afternoon, we're going to be dry. Temperatures are going to be pretty much the same the next 10 days with highs right around 80.
Sounds good. Thank you all for joining us. We'll see you back here at 10. Let's make it a great evening.